It is time for the Tuesday edition of the Monday mailbag where I'm answering your questions. We're definitely going to talk about the 5 new characters coming in this update and a lot more, guys, right after a word from our sponsor. ClanHQ is a new, fully featured messaging app, and it's got all your favorite bells and whistles like all the other messaging apps out there. But what sets ClanHQ apart is it allows you to integrate your game data right into the app, and it makes it so easy when you are trying to recruit for your alliance or when you are looking for an alliance. And they also just added voice and video calling capabilities. Yo, Casino, what's up, man? And also a new dark mode was just recently added to make the app a little easier on your eyes, guys. And hey, the best part about ClanHQ, they're adding new features all the time to the app, so it's just getting better and better and better, and you could be one of the first in your alliance to use it. Plus, in addition to Marvel Strike Force, ClanHQ supports over 75 other games, including Contest of Champions, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and many, many others. So check it out, guys, and make sure you use the link in the description. So make sure you check out ClanHQ with the link down below, guys. It is on the come up. But if you're ready for this Tuesday edition of the Monday mailbag, let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here, I am back. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this special Tuesday edition of the Monday mailbag. Everything got pushed back because of this update. Have a few Envoy videos to drop. And yeah, we got a lot of exciting news about the update that we are definitely talking about in this mailbag video. Other thing, the news video that Casino and I normally do on Wednesdays, that may be pushed back as well. Haven't spoken to him, but I did send him a message to see if he wants to push that back because we have an update dropping tomorrow, and I want that news video to be as updated as possible. So that might get pushed back a day as well, and I might be live streaming tomorrow as well on Twitch. I've started doing more live streaming on Twitch and not as much on YouTube. Just, I'm not sure how that affects the algorithm. So make sure you're checking me out on Twitch. The link is down below. But let's get to these questions because I am excited for this juicy update, guys. All right, first question. What do you think of the 5 new characters coming in this update? Always feel behind the curve with new characters. I like it compared to Swaga, where they don't release hardly anything but broken, hard to obtain tunes. Yes, I feel the exact same way. I think these characters are good. My opinion on all of these characters, I think they're very, very strong. The Supernatural team looks very strong. Hela and especially Mr. Sinister look very, very strong. Strife looks like to be a very strong tank when he's paired with Mr. Sinister, and Hela and Greg. Oh my goodness, Greg, you cannot kill him if Hela is still on the field. So I'm looking forward to trying these characters out. No opinions yet, though. No official opinions yet because I haven't tried them. But on paper, at least, they look very, very strong. And I know what you feel about these new characters. You know, they are coming all the time, and I just got my aim to just a usable level, not even a strong level that they're dominating, just a usable level that I could feel comfortable enough to place them on war defense. And we have another update dropping tomorrow, so I know how you feel about always being behind, but I would much rather have too many characters than too little characters. I've experienced that, and this is much better. I know people complain about it, but this is much better. Trust me. ValleyFlyin, do you think we'd be getting more Brotherhood since we're getting more X-Men? So this question was actually asked before we got the announcement of the Marauders coming to the game and Mr. Sinister. So more Brotherhood, I think, is unlikely at this point, especially with this new announcement. We do have more X-Men coming to the game. Cyclops looks done. I don't know when he's going to be released. Beast looks done. I don't know when he's coming to the game. And we got these mutants kind of out of nowhere, Mr. Sinister and Strife, so who knows what's going to happen. But if we go to the Wikipedia page really quick, we look up Marauders. There's one interesting name that fits here. We look at members and former members. This guy right here, Gambit, is a former member of the Marauders. So hopefully he'll come and maybe he'll round out this Marauders team, because it's only a team of 4 at this point right now. We don't have a 5th member. Maybe Gambit could kind of fit a dual role in a Marauders team or X-Men team. I don't know how true to the comics that would be. I know Strife wasn't really a Marauder, but maybe they'll add someone else, another X-Men villain, given that Marauder tag, or Gambit, maybe give him a dual tag. I know they didn't do it with Yondu, and I know people wanted them to do it, but yeah, maybe Gambit will be the first one. I don't know if he was really a bad guy though, but yeah. We'll have to see, guys. So this week, FoxNext's first video by Cerebro, they mentioned that we could theory craft on the Supernatural team. What good choices could come out of that team? So when I look at this team, when I looked at their kits, the one that seemed most replaceable, because all of them had very specific roles, is Elsa Bloodstone. Yes, she does a lot of good things. She's a very important piece of that team. Maybe not very important, but she is an important piece of that team, especially if you're going up against characters that dodge a lot. So I think she can be replaced. And who would you replace her with? Well, right now I'm running Mordo, Scarlet Witch, along with Venom and Carnage. So I think they would fit very well into this team because I already know that Mordo and Scarlet Witch synergize well with those two characters. So I think if you wanted to put them on this team, it would work very well as well. Just kind of a replacement until you get all the supernatural characters to fill this full team, because Scarlet Witch, she needs 5 supernatural characters. She needs this full supernatural team for her ultimate to work correctly, or for her ultimate to work correctly. So I think you will want to eventually build this team up, but as a last minute replacement, I think Carnage and Venom will work very well if you're not already using them on a Spider-Verse team. Next question, will Nebula and Gamora ever get synergy with Thanos? Well, ever is a very, very long time, but I don't think it's anything that's going to happen very soon. I hope it does happen at some point, but yeah, at this point, I don't really see it happening anytime soon. Next question, you talk with OMG about what gear tier and level characters are viable, but where are your gold and red stars level for characters to be viable? So for me, most of my characters are at 7 red stars. So for me to use a new character in one of my teams, I need them probably about 5 stars or so. If they're not at that level, I need to raise their gear super high to get to that point. But 5 gold stars, I would like to have about 3 red stars on them. But for me, more important than that is to get them up to level 60 so I could put all the purple mats on that character for that character to work correctly. Because, you know, some of these skills, they don't work correct until you get it to at least 6/6/6/4 on all their abilities. So for me, that is probably a little more important. And then I would just match the gear tier to match whatever power level you're trying to use within whatever team. But that is what I do. Next question. What's your order for how good the legendary characters are among their own teams or standalone? So, you know, the teams are what they are. But as far as the standalone characters, I think Phoenix has to be at the top of that list. Phoenix is probably the best legendary character we have right now. And then at least for me, we got 3 characters that are kind of on the same tier. And that's Star-Lord, Fury, and Magneto. It's hard for me to really rank them. They're kind of their own tier, so they're tied for second for me. Third place, I think Invisible Woman is a little bit better than Shuri, and then Iron Man, I don't even consider him legendary anymore because he's a permanent legendary character. So that is the order that I would rank them in. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my rankings. Next question. Where are you at for Coulson? Also, what composition of the team with Coulson have you experienced at FoxNext Studio? Will you recommend that team or prefer another setup? So I'm right about halfway with Coulson. I'm a little behind. I know some people have unlocked him already. I'm not a whale, so I don't have all that gold to spend to get those milestones. But the team that we used at FoxNext Studios was the one with Assault in that place. So that is the team that I think works best because of the extra crit chance. But I think there's a slight chance. I do want to test out Operative first before I make any final determinations of which is the best team. I think it is Assault, but I do want to test out Operative because sometimes things on paper, when you actually play it, it works differently than you would expect. So Assault is the person you want to put in there for the 5th spot, and then maybe Operative. But if you're kind of new and not knowing what this question is about, Coulson is coming to the game. Fury needs to be on that team. Security needs to be on the team, and Medic needs to be on the team. And it's that 5th that is in question. So yeah, either Assault or Operative, but Assault is the one that we tried at the FoxNext Studios when we were there. What is the best strategy for the last node in Fear the Darkness? So what I did when I was doing this was, it's hard, but I killed Ultron first. If you kill Ultron, the rest of the node is pretty easy. I know it's not easy to kill Ultron, but if you set it up so that he starts the battle without full health and you do end up killing him, well, you know, he's not going to revive. So if you do it like a multi-day setup, I think I beat it in about 4 days or so. You can beat it, but go after Ultron first. It's not easy, but the rest of the node will be super easy after that. No problem for you. As a newer free-to-play player, day 130, Would you recommend pushing harder in the weekly Red Star Blitz or Orb Assault Blitz, and why? Thanks for all your helpful videos. Now, as a newer player, I think you could make the argument that you actually need these, the Red Star and the Premium Orb Blitz, more than some of these other characters. You could make that argument. I don't know if it is true or not, but it is definitely up for debate. I think you need both the Red Stars and the Orb Assault as a newer player. This is where a lot of your shards are going to come from in those premium orbs, and obviously with the state of the game now, you need Red Stars just to kind of keep pace. So if possible, I would really try to push for both, and maybe even pushing more on these than the normal blitzes, depending on which character is coming out. But if I had to pick one, I probably would pick the premium orbs, because as a newer player, those shards building up characters is so important. And that is my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that. Next question. Do you personally think this game provides value for your money if you're a paying customer? For the cost of 50 character shards, you're able to purchase a PS4 or Xbox games. Why do you think Foxnext charges so much money for its content when a reduced price allows other people who wouldn't want to participate in buying can? So there's a lot of questions here, but first question here, do you think this game provides a lot of value for a paying customer? Sometimes. I think there's some good deals once in a while. There was just a good deal this past weekend, but I'd say most of the offers that I see are not very good values. So in that sense, no. Why do you think Foxnext charges so money? It's because they put out these ridiculous offers and people buy them. They put out these offers with crazy prices, and there's enough people to buy them that they say, let's keep selling this and let's not reduce the rate and do this. So that is why. It's because people buy them. So if they put out these crazy offers and nobody bought them, they would definitely reduce the rates. But there's enough people buying these that they're going to keep the rates where they are. You know. So my suggestion is just have fun with the game. You don't need to keep pace and buy everything, but if you want to, that is up to you as well. So you don't need money to have fun with this game. I don't spend a lot of money anymore, and I still have fun playing this game. Next question, will you be playing Realm of Champions? Maybe. And for those of you that don't know, Realm of Champions is this new Marvel game. It's looking like a 3-on-3 game. A lot of different possibilities, a lot of different costumes, swapping characters back and forth. There was a trailer that was released earlier this month. It wasn't full gameplay that revealed a lot, but you guys can check that out, and it's probably playing behind me right now, but it looks cool. I think I will play it. I don't know if I'm going to play it long term, but I definitely will at least try it, and maybe make content about it if I enjoy it enough. ValleyFlyin, which characters should you get to 6-star for Enter the Darkness? Which characters should you get to 7 stars first? So for Enter the Darkness, this was a while ago that I played this, but I just used whatever characters I had at 6 stars at the time, and I would just keep rushing them in every single day and chipping away at each node until I got an ideal team. What are the ideal teams? Pretty much any team that is good in raids will be good in Enter the Darkness. So if there's a team that you're using in raids right now that you like, I would start to build them up, because not only is it going to help you in raids, it's also going to help you in Enter the Darkness. And as far as 7 stars, this is a very subjective thing, because I think the characters that you should build up the most are the characters that you use the most. There could be a character that's really, really good on paper, but if you never use them, what's the value for you? So I think you should build up and get to 7 stars of characters that you use the most, and hopefully you're using good characters, by the way. Next question, can anyone help me with how I can share ValleyFlyin videos to my Alliance channel here in Discord? I like to watch them and have discussions about them to better improve our teams. So I know this was entered in the chat. All you have to do is copy the link, but there is a bot that you could put on. I use the ME6 bot on my Discord channel, and once you set it up, you don't have to post the links anymore. It just does it automatically anytime that channel uploads a video. So if your Alliance wants to look into that, you can. ME6 is the bot that I use on my channel, and it posts my videos automatically whenever I upload one to YouTube. Next question. Any thoughts on replacing Groot with Invisible Woman for raids with BKT? So Groot provides a lot, and Invisible Woman's very good, but you're missing out on some of the synergies with Rocket when you take Groot out of there. Rocket's not doing as much damage. You're not getting that taunt if Groot and Rocket aren't there when Rocket uses his special, but She does the spells. She does a lot of good things. She provides that barrier. So it's a trade-off. It's not the best or worst, but she definitely is a good replacement if you don't have Groot built up. But if you have Groot built up, I think that BKT team works very well, especially with that Rocket Groot synergy there. Next question, referring to Doctor Strange, with respect to the new issue update coming soon and revision to the power book of Vishanti, making him King of Resurrection, what would you do with this T4 now? If so, which others would you include at the T4? So let's go take a look at all of them, guys, and I'll give you my thoughts on them. All right, so the first one that we're gonna take a look at is Scarlet Witch's ultimate Chaos Wave. What she's gonna do when you give this a T4, she's gonna give, it's gonna increase the damage by 15% piercing, but it's gonna do that defense down if she's on a full supernatural team, if there are 4 or more supernatural allies. So that is big. This is something that if you're really heavily invested in that supernatural team, this is something you might want to do eventually. This looks very good. That defense down, woo, that could really open up some damage for the rest of your characters, especially on turn 2. The next revised ability is Mordo's Too Many Sorcerers, his passive. What you're gonna get from that is granting 1 to 2 ability energy on death of a mystic. So that is pretty good. You're getting that to the most injured supernatural ally. On the death of any character, heal the most supernatural ally for 10% of this character's max health. So this is something that looks to be pretty good as well. I always like investing in passives because they help well, some of them, they help the whole team and not just that one character. So I like this one as well. This is something that eventually I'm going to do. But again, it depends on usage. If I'm really using that supernatural team, that's when I'm going to invest in these T4s. And here is the skill that prompted the question, Book of Vishanti. So what does a T4 get you? Reviving supernatural ally with 65% health. So yeah, 2 resurrections with this move. This is a very, very good move. Maybe beating you, Minerva, and your revive with that death proof. But you're also getting the energy, the ally with 50% health instead of 40% health. And you're healing for 8,000 health instead of the 5% health. So yeah, I think this one is definitely worth the T4 investment. All right, and the last one, Master of the Arcane Arts. It looks like he's getting an extra 10% chance to change the lowest health ally speed bar. And it looks from this T4 that you're getting an extra deflect for a maximum of 5. So this one is probably the least valuable T4, but I like all of the rest, especially Doctor Strange's one that you mentioned. Our next question is about war counters, specifically for Fantastic Four and AIM, because there's no really infographic that shows them. AIM is an easy one. AIM could be countered by defenders. They're a pretty good counter to AIM. As far as Fantastic Four, that's a little trickier for me because I haven't seen them on war defense. I don't even see them in Blitz when I face them in Blitz to test that team out. So I haven't had a lot of experience facing the Fantastic Four. I don't know if it's really good strategy to leave them on defense either. So I'm not sure if you're going to see a lot of them on defense. But if you guys know in the comments, if you guys face a lot of Fantastic Four, let me know what you do to counter because I don't see them. Next question, ValleyFlyin. Who are you planning to get up to level 75, gear 14 for the new Dark Dimension? Same as Fear of the Darkness, or wait and see. I'm probably gonna wait and see. I don't have enough resources to spread around to be testing out characters. So I gotta be very specific on which characters I take up to gear 14 and not. So I'm probably gonna wait and see which characters are effective in there, and also if there's a new character that comes out, because when Fear of the Darkness came out, remember, there was no Minerva, and it was very hard for people. Then Minerva came out, and a lot of people started getting Ultron. So I'm probably gonna wait and see what happens with this one. Next question, is Nebula still the all-star standalone brawler from a year ago? I don't know. I don't really see her a lot. She might be good one-on-one, but that's not a situation that I see a lot anymore. So I don't even know if it's relevant, but Nebula definitely needs some help. All right, last question, ValleyFlyin. Is it better to use your campaign energy to farm character shards or gear first? I like to farm shards first and then farm the gear. That's my personal preference though. All right, it's time to pick the winner of the latest giveaway, guys. And this is from last week's video about the Ghost Rider announcement. And if you left your comment there with the hashtag, you are entered. And you do need to be a subscriber, guys. So good luck. Let's see how many unique comments we have on this video. 316, a little bit more than last time. So 1 in 316 chance of winning. Good luck. And if you win, you get to choose iTunes or Google Play $20 card. And good luck, guys. Let's see who gets it this time. This time the winner is TJ Shanks. One chip aftermath. Can't wait for the video on the one chip challenge. Ooh, it was painful, guys. It was painful in my stomach. I just think about it. I feel that on my stomach. The video is out, though. I released that yesterday. So congratulations, TJ. Leave a video in this video right here, and I will get in contact with you, and I'll forward you the information. Let me know also what you want, if you want a Google Play or iTunes. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Help this channel grow. Let's get this channel to 20,000, guys. And like this video, share this with your friends, and join that notification squad so you know every time a new video drops. I will see you guys next time. Check out some of the links down below, guys. I am on social media, and I will see you next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.